Hey y'all, and welcome to the next episode of Loving Home with Liz. So your ideal house has hit the market. We've already discussed what the seller's disclosure and the HOA documents that the sellers provided us are at. And so we've decided we're gonna go and look at this house. So the first thing I'm always gonna say is if you can, try to get there a little early. That way you can ride the neighborhood, see the street, look at the neighbors, because the area a lot of times is just as important as the house. And so that's something, if you have time, you want to do that. And then we're going to get to the house. I'm also going to give you a little reminder. What you say and what you do in that house may be recorded. And so if this is the one we're making an offer on, and you say something that really upsets that seller while we're in that house, it may seriously damage or throw you completely out of the running on being able to buy that house, even if we come in with this insane offer. So remember, people have an emotional attachment to their houses. So we always want to be kind and courteous and respectful when we're going through somebody's house. So we get into the house and we're walking through, and what's going to be going through your mind is you are going to be looking at, where could I put my furniture? Where could I see myself with the layout of this house? Can I see myself and or my family living in this home? And as we're walking through and you're saying things, I'm going to be asking questions, because remember, I've gotten to know you. So when you say, oh my gosh, I absolutely love this house, and we get to a part of the house that you told me was absolutely, you could not stand if the house had this, I'm going to bring that up. And then be like, remember, you said this, will this work? And that's when you are going to give me positive and negative feedback on the house. And so this house may not be the one, but we may have narrowed down criteria or realized that something that was on your don't ever show me this house actually isn't as big a deal as you originally thought it was. And a lot of times what somebody gives me as criteria at the beginning of the process, it does shift, because you do start realizing, once we go into houses and once we see layouts and once we get a better feel of what may or may not work for y'all, that what you thought you hated, you actually don't, now that you're seeing it live and in person. And so that's kind of the process. Now, because this is such a seller's market and things are moving so fast, the quicker we can figure those things out and the more properties I can show you in the beginning, helps me to be able to say, when you send me something or when something happens on the drip, I'm going to be like, remember how you said that this wasn't going to work? And so it kind of helps narrow down our focus and to find you that house faster. And so that's why you really need to be completely honest with your real estate agent as you're going through and giving feedback, and not just saying, no, I really don't like this. The more feedback that you give, the better. So on the next episode of Loving Home with Liz, we will talk about, you're ready to make that offer. What does that look like?